from all the 5 films that I'm doing, 2 are comedies, Arjun Ki Raat and Welcome. I've only seen some interviews of his where he says that Golmaal 5 will be made. Yeah, my first
debut
non-Hindi, non-English language film. So I think अगर sequel बननी चाहिए तो ढोल की बननी चाहिए. O-R-I? I gained a lot of experience working with Shan and Priyanka because they both have done OTT and television a lot before. And okay, how are you not sleeping and continuing to work like this? I said, I'm enjoying it. I like my work.
Definitely. Hello to everyone who's watching me on Mamaraazzi. This is your host Amar और आज मैं हूँ तुषार कपूर के साथ जो हमें 2 decades से ज़्यादा entertain कर रहे हैं and he's continuing his streak with his recent show 10 जून की रात जो कि जियो सिनेमा में रिलीज हो चुका है. Hello तुषार.
Hello, I'm fine.
I have to talk about सबसे पहले I have to talk about the show जो आपका शो अब रिलीज हो चुका है. How has been the response from your family, from your sister and आपके पापा?
Sister is तो very excited. She loves the show.
जी.
And she's very confident about the show.
Yeah.
And the families, they will watch it slowly. They are hopeful. They are supportive.
बिल्कुल.
But it's me. I'm the one who's most excited, nervous, excited. Anxious and happy.
बिल्कुल.
You know that the show is out. We worked very hard for it, and it was a tough shoot.
When did you start shooting?
We started this Jan.
Okay.
And we've been shooting a number of episodes.
Bilkul.
So the first chapter is out now, but it's a long format show, so you'll see more chapters coming.
Okay.
And it's been a very, very rewarding experience. I've learned a lot doing the show. I mean, I've never worked in such a grueling manner, but it's taught me so much. So I'm excited.
Yeah. आपने कहा आप anxious और nervous थे. At this point of career in your life, और जब ऐसा शो होता है, मैंने उसकी packaging देखी, it was very rightly packaged. तो why that nervousness point comes? Because
that comes before starting any movie or any show and after it releases, for sure. Because you're anticipating, you liked it, you believe in it, and you're anticipating what the audiences must be feeling. So that anticipation makes you nervous. कि अच्छे responses आ रहे हैं, क्या लोगों को पसंद आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही है, क्या views हैं, what are going to be the numbers of this show.
Correct.
And I like it, everybody else should. So that it's a constant tussle in your mind. And I think it's good. We live for that. We live for that excitement. We live for that roller coaster feeling. Up and down, up and down.
आप अपने reviews पढ़ते हैं जैसा कि notification आता है?
Not all the comments. No.
Okay.
I read the more important reviewers that reflect the audience, not somebody
the genuine ones.
Genuine ones, not the time pass ones जो मतलब कुछ बोलने के लिए बोल रहा है तो बोल रहे हैं. For those who really understand this genre, this world of 10 June Ki Raat, which is more the entertaining commercial space.
Correct.
I take that seriously.
और आजकल हर चीज बहुत सेमी सीरियस है तो आई थिंक वी नीडेड सम शो व्हिच हैज ओनली एंटरटेनमेंट टू ऑफर.
Yes.
मेरे को कास्टिंग प्रोसेस के बारे में कुछ बताइए. आपकी को-स्टार प्रियंका चौधरी और भी काफी क्रेडिबल एक्टर्स हैं. तो हाउ वाज इट राइट फ्रॉम डे 1 टिल द लास्ट डे? जो वाइब थी सेट की, हाउ डिड इट ट्रांसफॉर्म इनटू?
Initially, of course, like our characters, जो एक दूसरे से थोड़ा शर्माते, I think we were also very hesitant with one another. That's how it is when you meet someone for the first time. But gradually, as we did more work together, we started getting along, started talking more on set. And then there's Battu also, Shan Grover.
Yes, Shan Grover.
So he was like the catalyst. He used to get everybody to sit together and he would start the conversation.
ऐसे लोगों की जरूरत होती है.
Yeah, you need those entertainers on set. You know, the very social types.
बिल्कुल.
Who will bring the energy in between the shots. तो मैं अपने काम में खोया हुआ रहता था and Battu used to be like chatting up and I used to love sitting with him and talking and otherwise Priyanka also used to be there. But she took a while to open up to us. But gradually I think she's also quite friendly and I've enjoyed working with both of them.
Yeah. I think उनका बड़ा debut है for the web space shows. As a performer, आपको क्या लगा उनके performance के बारे में? How did you like it?
She's very natural. She's done television earlier, so she's worked in this kind of a manner, in this skit kind of
बिल्कुल.
Speedy
Gonzalez.
Very intense manner of shooting. You know that I think is something she's familiar with. So she would never forget her lines. That it took me 2-3 days to get accustomed to 12-hour shifts because we do that in films, but we don't do it to such a great degree. Here, every day was a 12-hour shift, and so I used to just admire the fact that, you know, she knows all her lines and you can make her do any scene from any episode and she would be bang on, ready for it.
Correct.
So I gained a lot of experience working with Shan and Priyanka because they both have done OTT and
बिल्कुल
television a lot before, and they found it very much easier than me initially to work in 10 Jun Ki Raat, and then of course I overtook them.
yeah for
So
sure
now they wonder ki how does he remember all his lines and how does he do so many scenes, and because I'm there in practically every scene, especially in the
बिल्कुल
forthcoming chapters you'll see. So
बिल्कुल
then I'm there in practically every scene. So they used to wonder ki how are you not sleeping and continuing to work like this? I said I'm enjoying it. I like my work.
डेफिनेटली आप कॉमेडी में बहुत यू हैव किल्ड इट कॉमेडी एक ऐसा जॉनर है जिसको आपने कहते हैं कि इट्स वन ऑफ द डिफिकल्ट वंस एक्टर्स कहते हैं कि ये बहुत मुश्किल होता है बट जब भी आपने कॉमेडी की है ऑडियंस हैज ऑलवेज लाफ्ड मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि व्हेन राइटर्स और ऐसे बडिंग राइटर्स जो आते हैं और जो मेकर्स आते हैं आपको स्क्रिप्ट्स मिलती होंगी आप पढ़ते होंगे तो क्या मेजॉरिटी मतलब मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा 9 out of 10 बट क्या मेजॉरिटी हमेशा कॉमेडी आता रहता है क्योंकि वो थोड़ा इमेज हैवी भी है
नहीं, not necessarily. A lot of comedy comes, but a lot of other kinds of films also come. Like right now, from all the 5 films that I'm doing, 2 are comedies. 10 Jun Ki Raat and Welcome.
Correct.
And Kap Kapi, my character is very serious, even though it's a comedy.
अच्छा
So my character is very serious. It's a horror comedy, but I'm playing a trauma patient.
oh okay
And then there is Dunk, which is I'm playing a negative character,
oh wow
a lawyer.
wow
And finally, I'm doing heroine, wherein I'm playing a producer, which is also a very real character, a real producer,
बिल्कुल
inspired from normal producers that we see around us. So it's a wide variety of roles that I get offered, obviously, but most of those that get made eventually are the comedies, because I guess maybe distributors and the system is such wherein we like to typecast people,
yes
and we like to see them
the
in only those roles.
placement
We like to play safe.
Yeah.
But there are some people like Sanjay Gupta, Raj Santoshi ji, I mean the Rajshrees,
जी
Ram Gopal Verma,
yes definitely
and more recently I've done Dirty Picture with Milan Luthria. They've all taken me out of my comfort zone.
बिल्कुल,
Shore in the City.
बिल्कुल and how
So
Yeah.
they've made me do different stuff, and that has also worked for me.
I need it
So I want to do more of that stuff too.
for sure आपने अपना डेब्यू किया था 2001 में उस टाइम का वर्किंग प्रोसेस अलग होता था फ्रेटर्निटी वाली फीलिंग शायद अलग होती थी और अब बहुत कुछ अब जैसे बातें होती है ना एवरीवन इज वेरी वेल प्रेप्ड दे हैव अ टीम और सब कुछ एकदम प्रोफेशनलिज्म बहुत ज़्यादा है बट अगर हम बात करें 2000 अर्ली 2000 की स्पेशली व्हाट इज दैट वन थिंग विच यू मिस जो आप चाहते हो कि अभी वापस आए विच यू मिस कि अब वो थोड़ा कम हो गया
I don't think कि अभी ज़्यादा प्रोफेशनल हो गया. I think it's
Okay.
depending on the film and the project. There are some films that get made now that are made in a very old school manner, and then there are some films that are made in 2001 which are very organized.
Yeah.
So I think जो वापस आनी चाहिए, I think I like the fact that अभी क्या change हुआ है कि अभी सब कुछ fast हो गया है.
बिल्कुल
तो फिल्में बनती है, रिलीज होती है और आगे बढ़ते हैं लोग.
हाँ.
That time I think we used to really live the experience. It used to be
लाइक अ होल एक्सपीरियंस
यार एक कहानी होती थी, फिल्म को बनाने की भी एक कहानी होती थी, रिलीज होना, एंड वी टू लिव द फेलियर और द सक्सेस ऑफ इट. नाउ आई थिंक व्हाट इज गुड और बैड, आई डोंट नो, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द पर्सन. आई फील लाइक नाउ इट्स बिकम लाइक it changes very fast, and whatever happens is forgotten very fast. We move on to the next thing.
Move on.
On to the next Friday. We don't live in the past. We live in the future. Which is good also, which is bad also.
Good answer. Great answer.
Earlier, I think we used to harp on that because media कम था. तो इतनी कुछ बातें लिखी नहीं जाती थी. जो लिखी जाती थी मतलब वो एक ही फिल्म के बारे में अगर वो नहीं चली तो एक महीने तक वही बातें चलती रहती थी. नहीं चली, अभी मुझे कि नहीं चली, भूल जा, आगे बढ़.
इतने सारे इवेंट्स और इंटरव्यू पहले आई थिंक कम था काफी. आप अभी लक्ष्य की बात कर रहे थे. यू आर अ सिंगल पेरेंट. मेरे को आपसे पूछना है कि व्हाट आर द प्रोज एंड कॉन्स ऑफ बीइंग अ सिंगल पेरेंट, बिकॉज आई थिंक आप बहुत अच्छे से उसको एक बता पाए.
I think the pros and cons are as per the situation, as per how much you want to be a single parent. And I think for me there are more pros and cons because I wanted to be a single parent at the age that I became one. So I was ready for fatherhood. I was ready for the choices that I made at that point of time. And the pros are more if you are clear about becoming a single parent. And the cons are more, I guess, when you're not ready and you're probably
just join that bus.
Just maybe basically you're doing things because somebody else has done it. Or
Makes
you're even getting married, if you're getting married because you're being told to get married, or because you have to get married, or because societal pressure is there. I think that is when there are pros and cons. The cons are more. But when you're doing whether it's marriage or single parenting, when you're doing it as per your own will and going by your own gut feeling and your heart, and then I think it's more pros.
Well said, well said. Also, जैसे आप तो लक्ष्य के पापा भी हो, मामा भी हो, दोनों हो. What kind of a world आप चाहते हो कि लक्ष्य इस kind of world में grow up करे? What kind of a world do you want him to grow up in?
I wanted to grow up in a world wherein he is very aware of how the world is. I don't want him to be away from the world.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep him very protected.
जी.
I want him to be aware of what the world is all about. I want him to have his own mind, his own, I think, awareness, and he should face life as it comes.
Yeah.
Learn to face life as it comes, and be a strong, clear-headed, happy individual.
बिल्कुल.
So I want him to be happy, no matter how the world is. The world is going from bad to worse.
Yeah.
The world is, we're in, they say we are in Kalyug.
बिल्कुल.
But I guess if you can find your inner happiness, then
I think
wherever you are, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I want him to have that inner peace of mind.
बिल्कुल. आप अभी बता रहे थे पिछले इंटरव्यू में कि आपकी भी रिलेशनशिप विद हिम इज चेंजिंग एज ही इज ग्रोइंग अप. सो इफ यू वांट टू say something on that कि अब वो बड़े हो रहे हैं. So what are the changes, primary changes you're finding?
He's becoming more aware of fame.
Yeah.
Not the fame that I have
बिल्कुल.
because of my profession, but because he wants to be a footballer, so he wants to be famous as a footballer. But he's understanding what fame is all about. So I keep him away. I mean, I don't deliberately keep him away, but I try to avoid the paps when he's around me. Sometimes I've started doing that because I don't want him to get addicted to that.
बिल्कुल.
I want him to have a normal upbringing. And if there are paps or if there are media people where I go, then he should be accustomed to it. He shouldn't be hidden from it.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to get a taste of it in a manner wherein he starts believing that this is the way to be, or that this is the be all and end all of everything. You know, he should have an open mind where he can make his own decisions, and he shouldn't be bound by what I am doing in my career.
जी.
So I'm trying to give him a normal upbringing.
Yeah.
So I'm that mama who's trying to keep the paps away. So I'm also Mamaraazzi.
बिल्कुल.
Mama who keeps the paparazzi away.
super
Yeah.
super. But मुझे लगता है कि पैप्स भी मानते होंगे आपकी बात अगर आप उन्हें बोलते हो.
Yeah, they don't
Intrusive.
intrusive and invading your privacy in that manner. When I tell him to go and sit in the car, he goes and they want to get their work done with me. So
बिल्कुल.
that's fine.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. फिल्मी फ्रेंडशिप्स की बात करें, आपकी और करीना की फ्रेंडशिप 2001 से पहले से होगी आई एम श्योर. फिर आप लोग को-स्टार्स बने. नाउ वो फ्रेंडशिप नेक्स्ट जनरेशन तक पास हो गई है एंड इट्स रेयर दैट इट हैपेंस इन दिस काइंड ऑफ अ वर्ल्ड. आप उसके बारे में अगर बताएं, आप दोनों के चिल्ड्रन आर फ्रेंड्स विद ईच अदर. वी कीप सीइंग यू अटेंडिंग द बर्थडे पार्टीज. If you can talk about.
Yes, they are friends, but they are friends organically.
Correct.
It's not because of both of us.
बिल्कुल.
Like Kareena and I, we are old buddies from Mujhe Kuch Kehna Hai days.
Yeah.
But our kids are friends because of football. They go to the same football
okay.
academy, and they have that thing in common. So of course they've attended each other's birthdays, but they've become friends through football, and some common friends too. So it should always be that way. It shouldn't be because of the parents' friends. But then बाद में जाके अगर they have nothing in common, then it's going to get dissolved anyway.
Yeah.
So I think they should build their own friendships.
Yes. Organic friendships are the best.
Yes.
Definitely. Coming back to the show, हर प्रोजेक्ट एक्टर को कुछ उसको सिखाता है about their craft कि मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ. Obviously in a good way. And वो surprise होते हैं that I did this also. So 10 जून की रात ने आपको क्या सिखाया as an artist?
Well, it definitely took me back to my starting of days where I was doing work which was more universal with a lot of shades. There was romance, comedy, drama, emotion, action. And 10 Jun Ki Raat gives me that chance to portray all these different shades in a hero.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's an unconventional hero like Panwati.
बिल्कुल.
So that was like a recap for me.
Yeah.
It was like a training ground for me where I could basically get back to all these different shades once more.
Yeah.
And that's what's been very, very different for me as an experience playing Panwati, is that he has a craft which goes from weak to strong. And along the way, there's drama, there's comedy, there's emotion, there's action, there's thrill, there's suspense. So he gets to play all these different shades and like a complete hero. Yeah. That's what I liked about it.
He's a very endearing kind of hero.
Yeah.
जैसे अभी बहुत सारे यूनिवर्सेस बन गए ना, हॉरर कॉमेडी.
Have you seen the show? Have you watched it?
No, I have. I'm yet to start. अभी बहुत सारे यूनिवर्सेस बन गए in terms of एक मूवी बनती है and then sequels keep coming. ऐसे भी प्लान होता है like end में. But the movies which you did, वो शायद ऐसी नहीं थी. They made organically, और ये नहीं पता था कि इसको एक sequel या एक universe बनेगा. If you talk about Golmaal, last we saw was Golmaal again, and it became a franchisee which बहुत सारे makers ने उसी को replicate करने की कोशिश की है. So if we have to talk about if there's any update on what's coming up next, have you been offered the script or कुछ बात with Rohit Shetty?
No, I've only seen some interviews of his where he says that Golmaal 5 will be made, but I don't know when. So that's something he only will be able to answer.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be made someday.
Okay, definitely. Fingers crossed. And if I can request you, बहुत सारे हमें request भी आए कि if you can recite one dialogue from the film.
Okay. O-R-I. Ooh.
Thank you. And if we have to also talk about your upcoming projects, आप पिछले इंटरव्यू में बता रहे थे कि वो मैं सुन रहा था और मेरे को बहुत एक्साइटमेंट हुई वो सुन के कि there are different shades in every character you play. If you can talk about your upcoming projects.
Yeah, there's Kap Kapi, which was Sangeet Ji's last film, with Shreyas. There is Welcome to the Jungle, with the entire ensemble.
Yeah, big cast.
There is Dunk, wherein I'm playing a lawyer. It's a courtroom drama. And there's Hero Heroine, where I'm playing a small character of a producer.
Okay, that's a South film.
That's a Telugu film. Yeah, my first
debut
non-Hindi, non-English language film.
Super. अगर हमें if I give you a wish like which जो guarantee true होगी and if you can make a sequel to one of your films, Golmaal not included, अगर आपको मिल जाए कि हाँ ये तो बन जाएगी, which film?
For sure, Dhol.
Oh wow.
For sure, Dhol, because a lot of people keep asking me that on Insta.
Yes.
Dhol 2 coming. There's a huge recall for that film.
Definitely.
For that film.
It was very entertaining. मैंने college में देखी थी.
So I think अगर sequel बननी चाहिए तो Dhol की बननी चाहिए.
बिल्कुल. I agree. And lastly, आप अभी बता रहे थे कि your life changed, लक्ष्य के आने के बाद, your life changed. You saw a lot of things changing for you in a good way. आप numerology में believe करते हैं?
I don't disbelieve, but my family believes in it, so I changed my name also. I added an S to it when I started my career. That's also because of numerology. And I believe it's science. And there are good and bad people who can guide you accordingly. So you have to be in the right hands. And a lot of people indulge in it today. It's not just me. I think we started it, but I think there are a lot of people who believe in numerology. So I don't disbelieve in it, but I don't indulge in it beyond a point. I just did it because of my family.
But मैं एक ऐसा इंसान हूँ जो चाहता हूँ कि मैं भी believe करूँ. I keep reading about it. आपके personal experience में after you change the spelling of your name, did you find something happening? Like did you see कि हाँ?
I have no idea. It's something you cannot test like that.
Correct.
Yeah, you can never say.
Okay. All the best for your future projects. And
thank you so much.
It was lovely talking to you.
Same here. Hi, this is Tusshar here, and you are watching me on Mamaraazzi.